Brenda, what do I have to do to make you divorce me?
It's Betty, isn't it? You want to marry her, don't you? I'm not going to let you get your way.
Are you crazy?
A mistress daughter thinks she can compete with me for a man? I'll teach her a lesson.
Brenda, I don't love you at all. You acting like this just makes me sick.
Where are you going? Are you going to see Betty?
Before we sign the divorce papers, you're not going anywhere.
Wait. I'll sign. But can you stay? Honey, I knew you'd come back today. I prepared some wine. Even if we're getting divorced, we should still end things amicably, right? Just one glass. That's okay, right? I put something in the wine. After this glass, you'll be mine. I was just getting to the good part. Why did it suddenly stop? That insignificant character has the same name as me. So annoying. But the male lead is pretty cute. No wonder she fell for him. Who wouldn't be smitten? What's going on? Is this an earthquake?
Okay, it's a deal. I'll drink it.
No way. I've transmigrated into the drama. I'm Brenda. You're Lucas Smith, the current CEO of Smith Group.
Brenda, what trick are you playing at again? Do you really think I am that easy to fool?
Oh no. Oh no. It's all over. You can't drink this wine. If I remember correctly, the original Brenda put something in this wine. If I drink it, I'm done for. I can't drink this.
Why can't you drink it? I knew it. Brenda is doing this on purpose.
Honey, I just checked this wine, and it's expired. It'll give you a stomachache. Why don't we get a new bottle of red wine? What do you think?
I've never heard of Lafitte expiring.
I'm really done for now.
You already said that if I drink this wine, we'll get a divorce. What? Regret it now? Don't even think about it.
Hey.
Brenda, what are you doing?
You don't have to drink this. I'll divorce you right now.
Brenda, it's too late for you to regret it now.
Stop talking nonsense. The Civil Affairs Bureau will be closed soon, or we'll have to wait till tomorrow. Hurry up. After a while, if the drug takes effect, I'll be screwed.
Why is she so eager? No, this must be Brenda's trick. Brenda, did you bring our marriage certificate?
It's all the original Brenda's fault. Only by deviating from the plot can I save my life.
What? Didn't you bring it?
Look what these are. Let's go. Oh, wait. Wait, Lucas is so rich. What if he leaves with nothing? Then wouldn't I lose big time? I clearly have a chance. All roads lead to Rome. I can't keep being a workhorse.
I knew it. You're full of lies. You won't give up on me.
I can divorce you, but I want $100 million.
What?
If you think that's too much, then $50 million will do. I promise to leave you alone. We won't bother each other. I'll disappear from your sight. $50 million. I'll disappear from your sight right now. Hey, $50 million in exchange for you and Betty being together, and you can get rid of me completely. What are you hesitating about? You overbearing CEOs always throw around millions of dollars. Why are you so stingy?
$50 million isn't even enough for her to buy a few bags. I'd like to see what tricks she's playing. Fine. I agree.
I disagree. I disagree.
Grandpa, why are you here?
If I didn't come, would I just watch you and Brenda get divorced?
Grandpa, this divorce was Brenda's idea.
Impossible.
Yes, James, this divorce was indeed my suggestion. It has nothing to do with Lucas. Please don't blame him for this. We have no feelings for each other. Forcing us to stay together won't bring us happiness. I'm willing to let go. I sincerely hope that Lucas can find his own happiness.
My poor Brenda. You've suffered so much. If it weren't for your message, I wouldn't even know.
Taking a step backward for 2 steps forward, huh?
Oh no. The original Benda sent that message, hoping James would catch her and Lucas on the bed. How could I forget that? Grandpa, it's not like that. Lucas didn't wrong me. I want the divorce. I just don't love him anymore.
Brenda, you don't have to say anything. With me here, I'll have your back. This divorce isn't happening.
This is going to be a disaster.
Come with me. Let's go.
Oh, my dear James, just mess with your grandson. Why drag me down together? Oh, James. James, open the door, James. James, I really can't be alone with Lucas. James, once the medicine kicks in, I'm done for.
Brenda, what on earth are you up to?
Nothing. I'm serious about the divorce. I'm not lying. You know what? Lucas is quite a catch. He's handsome. If something really happens, I won't lose out. After we divorce, I'll never bother you again.
Is this what you call not bothering me?
Oh no, the medicine's kicking in. I can't control myself. Really, I swear I will never ever bother you again.
Brenda, do you really think I'm that gullible?
This kiss must feel pretty good, huh?
You asked Grandpa to lock us in here together just to seduce me. That's your plan, right?
Lucas, I'm your wife. Talking about seduction sounds so vulgar. We're married. There are marital duties, right? What did I just do?
Brenda, you're not even pretending anymore. The divorce you promised was a lie, wasn't it?
Hey, wait a minute. Don't come any closer. If you have something to say, just say it over there. You're too close. I can't take it.
When you talked about husbandly duty just now, you were not like that.
What am I going to do? The drug is kicking in. If this keeps up, I really can't guarantee I won't do something bad to Lucas. I'm doomed. He's like a male siren. Oh, whatever happens.
Wipe your nosebleed.
Too much rich food lately. I'm a little hot-blooded. He's known for being a scheming CEO. He must be doing this on purpose.
Let's see how long you can keep this up.
Lucas, I'm gonna sleep with you.
Lucas, are you crazy? She's that Brenda who's always wanted to control you. Brenda, do you know what you're doing?
Are you even a man? Don't you want to?
Fine, don't regret this.
Lucas, help me. Brenda's trying to get me.
Betty, where are you?
Make the getting part look real later. Just do as I say, and the money won't be a problem.
Don't worry, Miss White. We're pros at this. You will be satisfied. Guaranteed.
Go get ready. Brenda, you think you can take Lucas from me? If it weren't for your family, your status, I would have been the one to marry into the Smiths.
Brenda, what did you do to Betty?
Let go of me. What did you say? I don't know.
You better tell me the truth or I won't let you go.
Lucas, are you crazy? Let me go.
Brenda, you abandoned me back then. It was Betty who saved my life. If anything happens to her, I won't let you go.
Wait a minute. Based on my years of experience with short dramas, this definitely smells fishy. Ouch. Lucas, what are you doing?
Are you afraid of dying? If you are, tell me where Betty is.
How many times have I told you? I don't know where she is. I haven't even seen the full content before I got here. How would I know? I know I have a way to help you find Betty.
Don't try to play any tricks. If it weren't for Grandpa's insistence, you wouldn't have married me. As long as Betty is safe, I can let bygones be bygones.
I need to get away from this crazy couple. Otherwise, sooner or later, I'll end at their hands. Is this the police? I want to report a crime.
Brenda, This is your solution. My time is limited.
And so is my patience, okay? Hey, I say, is your brain malfunctioning? Betty is missing. You don't call the police, yet you give me a hard time here. Are you afraid that she has too much time left?
You.
What about me? If I really took her, you should also call the police. Once it's confirmed that I'm the culprit, then you can just put me away. You and Betty will live a happy life. Don't go crazy on me here.
Miss White, we've received your report regarding your half-sister, Betty White, being taken. We've found her specific location.
Why are you looking at me? Go find your little lover.
Why does Brenda seem a bit different now?
Short dramas really have no logic. Is it that hard to call the police?
Someone's coming?
Help! What are you doing? Don't do anything crazy.
This girl is really pretty. Why don't we two try her out first?
Brenda, why? Did you do this to me? Lucius, come save me. Lucas!
Betty,
Help! Help!
Let's see who will save you.
over there.
Lucas! Lucas, help me!
Betty, don't be afraid.
Lucas, I can't believe Brenda would do this to me. She even tried to hire someone to force me. How could she become so vicious?
Talking smack about others. So openly.
What are you doing here?
Admiring your performance.
Brenda,
Brenda, I know you never liked me. But Lucas and I are truly in love. I hope you won't keep making mistakes.
That's right. It's she who told us to take Miss White.
Brenda, what else do you have to say?
Brenda, no matter what, I'm still your half-sister. How could you do this to me? Lucas, it's a good thing you got here in time, or else they would have forced me. It would be a big disgrace for me.
It's okay now. Betty, I'm here. No one can bully you.
Seriously? She's real good at pretending, isn't it? All right. Since everything's fine, I'll take my leave then. I suddenly feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Brenda, did I say you could go? How could you do this to Betty? Kneel down and apologize to her.
Why should I?
Lucas, forget it. She's my sister. I don't blame her.
Betty, you're too kind. She did something wrong. She has to face the consequences. Are you going to kneel yourself, or am I going to make you? Choose one.
Lucas, why are you so sure that I did it? Would you please use your brain, okay? Hey, do you guys know me? So it seems I came to you myself.
Of course.
Then I'd like to ask, when I asked you to take Betty this afternoon, what did I say exactly?
You said she could be messed with casually.
And that you'd still pay us.
Lucas, I was with you all this afternoon. Are they lying, or do I have a clone?
Could it be that I really wronged Brenda?
Lucas, if Brenda wants to frame me, she'll definitely try not to get caught. Of course, you won't get anything out of her.
Wow, you've suddenly gotten smart.
Lucas, look at her.
Brenda, what do you have to say now?
I have nothing to say. If I really wanted to hurt her, from the time she was taken, hours have passed. Would she be still perfectly fine, standing right here, waiting for you to rescue her? I'm not the mastermind behind this. I'm more like a giant harmless saint.
Brenda, are you cursing me?
I'm so unlucky. I paid someone not only to fail to do the job, but also to expose me publicly what I did. I'm now hated by all of you. It's not you who's in trouble. It's clearly me who's in trouble, okay?
Brenda has a point. Doing this wouldn't benefit her at all. Could it be?
The point is, some people are blind and deaf. I won't disturb you two lovebirds any longer.
Lucas, honey, look at her. She's clearly guilty and wants to leave quickly. You have to stand up for me.
All right. I'll definitely get to the bottom of this.
With Mr. Smith's words, I'm relieved. I've already reported it to the police. Remember to check the surveillance footage from the past few days and their bank statements. Let's see who's really trying to frame me. I hope that by then, Mr. Smith can also make the culprit apologize to me on their knees.
Lucas, I'm fine. Brenda has never liked me. It's just that this time I luckily escaped the disaster. What if there's a next time?
Don't worry. I promise it won't happen again. You were also frightened this time. I'll compensate you. Chuck, take Betty home.
This way, Ms. White.
Lucas, I'm scared. Can you stay and keep me company tonight? The moment I close my eyes, all I can think about is how they almost hurt me just now.
Okay. Interrogate these two thoroughly. Make them confess everything. Then report back to me.
Yes, Mr. Smith.
Brenda, I always thought you weren't a bad person. If you really hired someone to hurt Betty, I won't bear you anymore.
Lucas just can't distinguish right from wrong. What a waste of such a handsome face. However, it's normal for Lucas to care about Betty, the lead role. Oh no, oh no. It must be because I took a cold bath earlier. How can this young lady's body be so fragile? Wait a minute. According to the typical plot, me, the one who transmigrated into this drama, should be the hidden main character.
Lucas, honey, thank you for staying with me.
How dared Brenda have someone hurt you? Betty, you've suffered.
Lucas, a vicious woman like Brenda doesn't deserve you at all. Why don't we...
Betty, you've just been through a lot. Have a rest early.
Lucas, I'm fine. Why does Lucas keep refusing to touch me? It must be because of that woman, Brenda.
Hello? What is it?
Mr. Smith, everything is clear now. They both confessed.
I want to know the results.
Mr. Smith, please calm down. Although Mrs. Smith's actions were a bit extreme, it's all because she loves you too much.
Loves me? Loves me so she hurts other people and disregards human life? Just tell me the results.
Yes, they both said that Mrs. Smith paid them to do it. She had enough of Ms. Betty White always being by your side, so she wanted to ruin Mrs. Betty White's reputation and take compromising photos to use as blackmail.
Brenda, it's such a vicious scheme. I really misjudged you.
The bad guys also said if Miss Betty White didn't obey, they would end her. Mrs. Smith can take care of it.
Oh, she can take care of it, huh? Maria, I have something to do. I'll go now.
Michael, where are you going?
I have urgent business. I can't stay with you.
Michael, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
What is it?
Those two bad guys? Can you let them go?
What are you talking about? They tried to...
But you saved me. They were just trying to make some money for a high price. There's always someone who can't resist the temptation. Besides, I wasn't really hurt, was I? So, please give them a second chance.
Betty, you're too kind. But some people want your life.
But I'm okay. Michael, please, I beg you, okay?
Okay, I promise you.
Brenda, this time, you're in serious trouble?
Mr. Smith.
Where is Brenda?
Mrs. Smith,
Say it.
She fainted on the street. She's at the hospital now.
To the hospital.
Mr. Smith, you're not going to cause trouble for Mrs. Smith now, are you? She's still sick. Besides, this matter hasn't been investigated yet.
I said, to the hospital. Grandpa.
Lucas. Although Brenda has a bit of a temper, she's a good girl. If it weren't for Brenda, you would have been done for. Even if you don't like her, you shouldn't treat her like this.
It was Brenda who saved me. Brenda sure knows how to take credit in front of Grandpa. Grandpa, do you know that Brenda?
You married her, so you should take good care of her. Do you understand? And also, stay away from Betty. That girl, she's up to no good. She's not a good person.
Ms. White was drugged. It seems she took a cold shower, which stopped the effects of the drug. She also got a bit of a fright and has a fever. When the fever goes down, the effect will subside quickly.
Drugged? What drug?
I'll go check. The ingredients for you.
You punk. You actually drugged her? You.
Just as I suspected, she drugged that wine. So he deliberately orchestrated this whole thing, right? To keep me by her side and prevent a forced divorce.
Where am I?
My poor Brenda. You're finally awake. You really scared me. Oh, that darn Lucas. How dare he harm you? But don't worry. I have avenged you.
Avenged me? What revenge?
I helped you, dear. I gave him a good beating. So, Brenda, feel better now?
What bad timing? Hey, James. It's not what you think. Lucas didn't harm me. That drug is... Actually, I did it to myself.
Brenda, I know you're soft-hearted. Before, you said you wanted a divorce from Lucas? I have thought it over, too. That brat doesn't deserve you, so I won't stop you.
Really?
I can divorce Brenda. I should be happy.
Brenda, don't you worry. Even if you and that brat get divorced, I will still treat you like family. From now on, you're my granddaughter. As for the Smith Corporation, I can give the power to him. Likewise, I can take it back. It just so happens that our Allison branch needs someone. Tomorrow, I will send him over there to vent your anger.
Allison? That godforsaken place? The branch isn't even built yet?
Perfect. Let him build it. Problem solved.
Brenda, are you happy now?
No. That's not it. I didn't... James, don't make me be hated more. You're practically pushing me out the door. Oh, no way. James, I don't agree.
Why? Before you said that, you wanted to divorce Lucas.
Because I can't let my child grow up without a father. Right, I'm pregnant. So this divorce is off.
Really?
Absolutely. So, James, you can't send my baby's father away. My child can't be born without a father.
Brenda, what trick are you pulling now?
What did you do to me? Don't you know? Being a surprise dad isn't so bad, is it? Better than going to some faraway place, right?
I didn't expect Brenda loved Lucas so much. The housekeeper said after the wedding they never slept together. No wonder she drugged herself. It seems Brenda really wants a child with Lucas. Lucas, come with me.
Good thing I'm clever. Otherwise, before he left, he would definitely get rid of me.
Lucas, since Brenda is pregnant with your child, you must take good care of her. Make sure this child is born safely. If you can't, don't blame me for being ruthless.
Grandpa, you know.
Know what? I don't know anything. I have something to do abroad. When I get back, I must hold my great-grandchild. Do you hear me?
I'm so smart. With this kid as my shield, Lucas can't do anything to me.
Brenda, I really underestimated you before.
You're welcome. Don't mention it. It's the least I could do. After all, you're the father of my child.
Now that Grandpa's gone, shouldn't you give me an explanation? Who is the father of this child?
Why do I feel like he's a little angry? Whatever. There's no turning back now. Lucas, what are you talking about? This child's father is obviously you.
We've never slept together during the past year. Tell me, how did you get pregnant?
Never slept together? We've been married for a year. This guy marries such a beautiful wife just for show? Never even slept with me? Is he even a man?
Brenda, you're so blatantly cheating on me. Do you really think I wouldn't dare do anything to you?
What are you gonna do? I'm still pregnant. Are you even human?
That witch Brenda is actually expecting. No way. I can't let her have Lucas's baby. Hello? Is this Manager Will? I have a high-quality product here. Are you interested? Money is no object. What I want is to ruin her reputation. You know what to do, right? Brenda, oh Brenda. You just happened to be born into a good family. Since we were little, everything has been yours. But the position of Mrs. Smith can only be mine.
Mr. Smith, the lab results are back. It seems Mrs. Smith really wants to have a baby with you. That's why she made up this lie. To keep you.
Okay, I got it.
Lucas, I need to talk to you. All right. I know how these dramas go. A fall out of nowhere, and then an accidental kiss, right?
Brenda, didn't you say you wanted to talk to me?
I don't have anything to say now. I'm going back to rest.
Brenda, you rushed over here like that, and now you're saying nothing? Do you think I'd believe you?
What?
You'd go so far as to fake being pregnant just to stay with me? Are you waiting until it's exposed to have a baby with me, huh?
Are all you CEOs kind of crazy? Who wants to have your baby? And please, have some common sense, okay? Do you even know what preparing to conceive means? Do you CEOs think your sperm is superior or something? Just sleep together once and I'll be pregnant? Then the government wouldn't need to encourage people to have more children.
Brenda.
Why does Betty want to see me? It can't be anything good. And she's so late? How could Lucas fall for someone like her?
Miss White, in Sun and Sons. She's here.
Okay. I'll just wait and see.
Chuck, have a seat. Well, I have something to ask you.
Go ahead, Mr. Smith.
So, I have a friend who's been having some trouble lately. Tell me about it. Someone suddenly changed their attitude completely towards this friend. Why is that?
Are you talking about Mrs. Smith? Your friend? Must have done something that hurt Mrs. Smith? No. Hurt the other person's feelings. After all, giving someone the cold shoulder gets tiring. It's only natural that they stop, but it's hard to change feelings and habits overnight. Maybe she is just trying to get your attention this way. No, your friend's attention. Trying a different approach.
That's true.
Mr. Smith, you still have feelings for Mrs. Smith? It's just because Betty saved you that you're looking after her. And Mrs. Smith is so straightforward. Why don't you just...
When did you start telling me what to do? She abandoned me when I was in danger. Now she wants to reap the rewards in her dreams.
Lucas, something bad happened.
What's wrong? Why are you in such a panic?
Lucas, I had an appointment to meet with Brenda today. There was a misunderstanding a few days ago. I've been wanting to talk to her, but when I got there, she was gone. She's not answering my calls. I'm worried something happened to her.
What could happen to her? Probably. She just doesn't want to see you. Chuck, go find out where Brenda is.
Yes, sir.
Lucas, Brenda has always looked down on me. Only you. Don't mind my background. I don't know how to repay you.
Betty, What matters is your character. Back then, you risked your life to lure the bad guys away and came back to save me. You are smart and brave. Betty, don't underestimate yourself.
Brenda is so stupid. If it weren't for her leading them away, how would I have such a good opportunity to save him? Brenda, it seems it's destiny that Lucas will only be mine.
Stop struggling. You can't run away anyway. Tonight, we'll have some fun.
Hey, listen, before you capture someone, can you at least practice? Why aren't you talking? Should I cooperate with you more? Act more scared?
You act like this, I don't feel accomplished at all.
Oh, so you like to play role-playing games. It must be Betty's scheme. The top priority is to stall for time and wait for Lucas to rescue me. With this kind of classic drama scene, there's no reason for him not to come, right?
Anyway, since I paid, you're not going anywhere tonight.
Do you know who I am?
I don't care who you are.
Don't be so arbitrary. Let me tell you, just you, if you dare lay a finger on me today, tomorrow someone will make all your businesses in this city completely disappear. How about that? Scared now? Based on my years of watching dramas, this looks like a standard plot to enhance the relationship between the male and female leads. A typical plot. Maybe I'll even lose an arm and a leg and end up destitute and miserable.
Well, cursed. Curse more.
Oh my. Why are you being so weird?
Mr. Smith, it's bad. I checked the surveillance footage around and found that she was taken away.
What? Where is she?
At Nightfall Club.
Nightfall Club, that extravagant, hedonistic place. Why would Brenda be there?
To Nightfall Club? Chuck, I'll leave it to you.
Yes.
Lucas, don't worry too much. After all, Brenda is the eldest daughter of the White family. Even if she does something wrong, no one would dare to do anything to her.
It sounds like you really want something bad to happen to her.
Of course not. I'm just worried. That's all.
Don't stop. The wilder you are, the more I like it.
No, let me rest for a bit. I'm so tired.
Brenda.
Lucas, you finally came.
Don't stop. So good.
I can explain this.
Brenda, it's all my fault. How could this happen?
Betty, what are you talking about? What happened?
It's good that nothing happened. It's good that nothing happened.
Come on, Hit. Go on.
Brenda, seems like I interrupted something. When I'm not around, you seem pretty happy.
Lucas, don't be sad. I never thought Brenda would be playing these games. Lucas, I feel so bad for you. You worry so much about her, but she's here doing this. It's disgusting.
Betty, you're always putting on an act. Aren't you tired? Why am I here? Don't you know it best? Why is it that every time you ask me out, I end up getting taken somewhere? Hey, Luxa, you're hurting me. Where are you taking me?
Mr. Smith, is Mrs. Smith all right?
Take care of this, and take Betty home.
How dare you stop me?
Excuse me, Miss White, by Mr. Smith's orders.
Lucas, are you crazy? What are you doing?
Lucas.
Miss White, Mr. and Mrs. Smith are getting along. Miss White, let me take you home.
I'm not leaving. Let go of me.
Miss White, don't make this difficult for me.
Lucas, don't you hate me?
I do hate you, but I hate it even more when you're with other men and being all close. Brenda, since you married me, you're mine.
What's going on? Is this a confession? Lucas, just so you know, this is your choice. I didn't force you.
What? You like it rough?
After all this time watching, I didn't realize you were so pathetic.
What?
I'm saying, after all this time being married, we haven't slept together? Are you, like, not up to it? Maybe if I get together with Lucas and we get our happy ending, I can go back. Lucas has got the looks and the body, so I wouldn't be losing out.
Am I up to it? You'll find out soon enough. You're awake.
I actually slept with Lucas. Yeah, logically, when the lead roles reunite, it should be the grand finale. Why am I still here?
Brenda, isn't this what you've always wanted? Why are you shy now?
Who's shy?
True. Last night, you were quite proactive.
Stop. I'm hungry. Don't tell me I have to fall in love with Lucas for it to be a real happy ending? Forget it. No way. Rather than making me fall for Smith, I'd rather pray that I get a handsome, gentle, unforgettable second male lead. As the female lead in a short drama, how can there not be any rivalry? Hello?
Brenda, it's me. I'm back.
What's up? You had to ask me out here?
Miss White. This time, Nightfall really messed with the wrong person. Mr. Smith has already said he wants Nightfall disappeared. If it weren't for the person you sent over, I wouldn't have lost my job, right?
What does Lucas acquiring Nightfall have to do with me?
It doesn't matter that. You don't admit it. If Mr. Smith investigates, then I can only tell the truth.
Are you threatening me?
No, no, no. Miss White, we're all just trying to make a living.
As long as you keep it a secret, money is not a problem.
With those words, I'm relieved.
Mr. Smith, Nightfall will be gone, Whitty. Within 3 days. I've already spoken to Mr. Woods. He didn't do anything to Mrs. Smith. Of course, this is also thanks to her quick wit.
How's the investigation? I asked you to do going.
I checked the surveillance footage around the cafe. The strange thing is, before and after Mrs. Smith's incident, I didn't see Miss Betty White anywhere. She never went there. So how did she know that Mrs. Smith was missing?
All right. Since Brenda is fine now, no need to investigate further.
By the way, Mr. Smith, regarding Miss Betty White's previous incident, I checked the perpetrator's movements over the past 6 months. I haven't found any connection with Mrs. Smith whatsoever. However, there are 2 payments that are well hidden, but the source seems to be,
Say it.
From a Smith Group gold card.
What?
My apologies, sir, but Miss Betty White seems to have been given by you 1 gold card.
I'm sorry, Mr. Smith. I couldn't stop him.
Long time no see, Mr. Smith. Not even offering me a cup of tea? Is this your way of treating guests?
Charles Lake, you lost to me in that business competition and ran away. Now you dare to come back?
Why wouldn't I dare? I came back this time. Right to take back everything that belongs to me.
As the illegitimate son, I'll be waiting and see.
All right, then, let's start with Brenda.
Don't you dare.
Why wouldn't I? Oh, and Brenda will have dinner with me tonight.
Ms. White, your seat is over here, please.
Brenda.
Wow, he's handsome.
Brenda, this is the best peanut pastry. Try it.
Thanks. Charles, the illegitimate son of the Lake Group, back then he lost to Smith in the bidding project and was sent abroad by the righteous Lake family. So his coming back this time is probably targeting at Lucas, right? Thank you. I'll do it myself.
Brenda, I came back this time just for you.
Charles, let go of her.
Lucas, why are you here?
Come home with me. Let go.
Mr. Smith, Brenda and I are just having a casual dinner as friends. You're so aggressive. Could it be that you're here to make things difficult for her?
This is between my wife and me. It's none of your business.
No way. This rivalry came out of nowhere. I'm not ready yet. Let's talk this over. Talk it over.
Okay, then tell us, whom will you go with?
A sweetheart like Charles is clearly no match for Lucas. Now, I better not provoke him. Okay, I'll go home with you. Don't make things difficult for him.
You're afraid of that? That's why you're going with me?
Brenda, don't worry. It's Mr. Smith flying off the handle without knowing the facts. I'm more worried about you.
Come home with me.
Didn't you hear that? She doesn't want to go with you?
Lucas, what are you doing? Charles, are you okay?
Brenda, I'm fine. You and Mr. Smith go back first. Please don't let me come between you two.
No way, you're hurt. I'll take you to the hospital. Let's go.
Brenda, you really want to go with him?
Lucas, you go back first. I'll be back later. Let's go.
Brenda, if you leave with him today, don't ever come back.
Sure I won't.
Lucas, this time, I'm going to take away everything you have.
Brenda, you bitch. You took everything from me. Lucas.
Do you think throwing a tantrum here will make Lucas change his mind?
Mom, what should I do? Lucas still has feelings for that bitch, Brenda. Do I even have a chance?
Perfect timing. I have something to tell you. Charles of the Lake Group is back. When your father was alive, the Lakes and our Whites had a marriage agreement. Since Brenda is married, this marriage falls on you.
What? I won't marry him. Everyone knows Charles is the illegitimate son of the Lakes. Me? An illegitimate daughter marrying their illegitimate son will be the biggest joke in town.
If you don't want it, then find a way to make Brenda marry him. Then the titles of Ms. White and of Mrs. Smith will all be yours.
Mom, it won't be that easy. How could it be as simple as you say?
The enemy of your enemy is your friend? I've already met with Mr. Lake. Next, it's up to you. Get Lucas quickly.
But Lucas won't even touch me now.
Oh, you're such a silly girl. Back then, if I hadn't played some tricks, how could you be here? Now, this position of Mrs. White is also mine, isn't it? Now do you know what to do?
I understand, Mom. I'll listen to you from now on. Hello? Is that Lucas? It's me. Are you busy now? I need to talk to you. Lucas, why are you drinking so much? Lucas, back then, Brenda abandoned you, and now she's messing around with Charles. I feel so bad for you. Lucas, I'll drink with you. Wait for me. I'll get another bottle.
Okay.
Charles, no matter what happens, I'll always be there for you. Tonight, let's drink till we drop.
It's just a scratch, thankfully. Here's the medicine the doctor prescribed. Remember to take it on time. I'll go now.
Brenda, be with me.
No, I've married to Lucas.
Brenda, I know you haven't been happy all these years. If you want, I can help you get a divorce. Or, you fell in love with Lucas? You don't want to leave him?
Do I like Lucas?
Brenda, I won't give up, but I won't push you too hard either. It's so late, just stay here for the night. I'll go back to the Lake's place. Hello?
We got the pictures, Mr. Lake. Should we release them now, or send them to Lucas?
Why don't you try to get some money from him first? Then follow my instructions.
So the money?
It's all yours.
Got it.
Why is my heart beating so fast? At first, I just wanted to protect myself. Then I realized I couldn't escape. So I thought I'd try to win Lucas over first, make him fall in love with me. But now, could I really be falling for Lucas?
Lucas, this sleeping potion really works. After tonight, I'll be yours, Lucas. This time, don't try to push me away.
What are you doing here?
Lucas, you were drunk last night. You wouldn't let me leave.
No way.
Lucas, are you saying I was the one who insisted on staying? If you don't want to take responsibility, then I'll just leave.
Wait, something's fishy. The priority now is to appease her, not let her talk nonsense. Otherwise, Brenda will...
I knew it. You don't want me to leave?
Brenda.
It seems I came back at a bad time.
Brenda, since you've already found out, please just let us be together.
Brenda, it is not like what you think.
Lucas, you don't have to say anything.
Brenda, it's not Lucas's fault. If you want to blame someone, just blame it on me.
Okay. Then tell me everything. How did you manage to get into my husband's bed?
Brenda, I don't know what you're talking about.
Excuse me? From my experience, this little trick of yours, I've seen them a million times, and it's the cheapest kind. Hey, let me guess. You deliberately got Lucas drunk and then faked the scene that you two were together, trying to make me misunderstand. But wait, given Lucas' alcohol tolerance, getting him drunk would be pretty difficult. So that means you drugged him? Oh my God, Betty, you drugged him? That's awful. How could you do that?
Brenda was right. It seems there really was something wrong with the drinks last night.
Lucas, you know clearly what happened. You have to stand up for me.
Last night? I did get drunk last night, but I'm pretty sure, whether I did anything or not, Betty, considering you saved my life, I'll let you off the hook.
Betty, thank you for helping me take care of your brother-in-law last night.
Lucas, how could you do this to me? Back then, Brenda abandoned you and ran away. It was me. It was me who risked everything to save you. Lucas, have you forgotten all about that?
Betty, even if you are embarrassed now, be reasonable at least. How did I wrong, Lucas?
This Lucas Smith is the heir of the Smith Group. The ransom is much more valuable than that little girl.
You're right. After this job, we'll be rich.
Brenda, don't be afraid. Their target is me. You'll be fine. This little girl is quite pretty. Since we've already got her, why not have some fun? Are you crazy?
Hey, you two. Look, your target is Lucas. It has nothing to do with me. Just let me go. Let me go. I'll do anything.
Brenda, what are you talking about?
I do anything in exchange for my life.
Brenda!
Why waste time here? We should go have some fun outside.
You know it best, Beauty. Let's go then.
Brenda! Brenda! Brenda!
Lucas, it's me. It's Betty.
Why are you here? Where's Bella?
My sister went back a long time ago. I was worried about you, so I came to save you. Lucas, I worked so hard to trick the bad guys away. Let's go back quickly.
Brenda, if it weren't for this crisis, I'm afraid I wouldn't know your true colors, since you're so heartless. Don't blame me then. Brenda, I never asked you about what happened back then. But why?
What? The original story is misleading. Are there some plots I don't know about?
Back then, why did you leave me behind and run away by yourself?
Lucas, I don't really remember what happened before. Can we just drop it and talk about it another day?
Look, she's obviously feeling guilty. Lucas, Brenda simply doesn't deserve you treating her so well.
I don't deserve it? So someone like you who used dirty tricks to seduce him deserve it?
You.
Honey, she's trying to drive a wedge between us. Just get her out of here.
Enough. Keep arguing if you want. I'm leaving.
Brenda, this isn't over. Lucas, wait for me.
Fine. Brenda, you'll pay.
Mr. Smith, like the photos?
Lucas, stop it. Are you crazy?
Brenda, I'm your husband, right? You're protecting him?
Brenda, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
Brenda, where have you been all night yesterday? Were you with him? What did you do?
Lucas, you doubt me. You even brought someone home. I didn't even doubt you. You disappoint me so much. If you think there's something between Charles and me, why bother asking me?
Brenda.
Lucas, It seems she has already gotten together with Mr. Lake, huh?
Shut up.
Charles, let's go.
Did I scare you? Let me tie it for you.
I can do it myself. Brenda, you can't think about Lucas anymore.
Brenda, if you're willing to leave Lucas.
Well, Charles, I appreciate your kindness, but this is my personal matter. I can handle it myself.
Mr. Smith, the bidding banquet in 3 days is all set. The person from Lake family who's in charge of it this time is Charles.
Go and investigate this for me. I need to know the source of this email.
Yes, sir.
The bidding banquet will proceed as planned. Charles wants to compete with me. It's not yet certain who will win.
Yes, sir.
Just say it.
Mr. Smith, have you and Mrs. Smith had a quarrel lately? I just received a separation agreement from Mrs. Smith.
Brenda, she's really getting bold. For Charles, she actually wants to leave me. Tell Brenda, if she wants a divorce, come to me herself.
Here I am. Sign it.
When I wanted a divorce, you're not willing to. Now I don't want it either.
Can't believe the great CEO, Mr. Smith, is starting to play these games. If you don't want it, why did you have Chuck call me over?
Brenda, Charles is not as simple as you think. Stay away from him.
What about you? You and Betty are all so shady. What right do you have to ask me that?
Are you jealous?
No, I'm not.
Let me show you something.
What? I'm innocent with him. There's nothing between us.
I believe you.
Then why are you still doubting me?
I found out these photos were taken on Charles's orders. He wants to use you to spread rumors, so that at the bidding banquet in 3 days, he can suppress our Smith Group and help Lake Group win the project. If you don't believe me, you can ask Chuck to verify the source of the photos. It's from a paparazzo's email. He recently received a wire transfer, which is from Charles. He sent it from an overseas account.
Lucas, what are you trying to say?
Brenda, Charles isn't as simple as you think. Stay away from him.
Are you afraid it will affect Smith Group?
I'm worried about you. Brenda, I have to admit, you win. After all these things, I still can't let you go. As for Smith Group, I can handle it, but Charles will do whatever it takes to get what he wants. I'm afraid he'll hurt you.
Okay, I understand. Lucas, I'm glad you told me this. I'm happy.
So, are we still getting divorced?
Depends on how you behave. This guy is so charming. I can't resist him.
Brenda, are you okay? I heard you went to see Lucas. He didn't give you a hard time, did he? Brenda, are you still there?
No. Brenda, listen up. You can only be mine.
Brenda, are you still there?
Bitch, Brenda, why would Lucas choose her over me?
All these years, I've worked so hard to make Brenda look spoiled and difficult, but I didn't expect that recently she'd change her ways. She's gotten smarter.
No way. I have to find a way to win Lucas back. Otherwise... Mr. Lake, don't you have anything to say? Could it be you really want to marry me?
It's not impossible. At the bidding banquet in 3 days, Lucas will be attending with Brenda. Public pressure probably won't work anymore. If I want to do something at the banquet, then I'll just have to invite Miss Betty to join me.
What do you want to do?
Your target is Lucas, and my target is to get back everything that belongs to the Lakes. So at this bidding banquet, the more chaotic it is, the better.
Project files?
It's about the bidding banquet's outsourced engineering team. The construction period is very short. The renovations are almost complete. If something goes wrong, if someone gets hurt, well, that's unavoidable.
You're right.
Well, what's all this?
Madam, these are the latest season's haute couture gowns. Please take your pick. Madam, these are top quality jewels of different materials and handmade shoes. Please make your selection.
Is that all? What's going on? This is kind of freaky. You want me to choose? I get it. Lucas, it's just a bidding banquet. Do I really need to dress up like this?
Absolutely. My wife must shine brightly and outshine everyone.
Isn't that Mr. Lake and Ms. White? They really are a perfect match.
Yeah, Ms. White is not only beautiful, but the dress she's wearing is this season's new haute couture. Even celebrities can't borrow it.
Mr. Smith and Mrs. Smith are truly a match made in heaven, a golden couple, nothing less.
Yeah, the dress Mrs. Smith is wearing is a global limited edition, one of a kind. Compared to that, any haute couture pales in comparison.
Rumor has it that Mr. and Mrs. Smith have a troubled relationship. It seems those are just rumors. Mr. Smith, how am I doing? Are you satisfied with my performance?
Just so-so.
Brenda, let's see how long you can keep smiling.
Look at them. Betty White is an illegitimate child after all. She's temperament and demeanor are far inferior to Brenda's. I also heard she's so delusional that she wants to marry Mr. Smith.
Back then, her mother Jane used dirty tricks to marry into the White family. Like mother, like daughter, trying to come between a married couple. How shameless.
Ms. White, didn't you prepare a surprise at the banquet? In a moment, we'll have to give these people a real show.
You're right, Mr. Lake. Just wait for the good show. Brenda, you better watch out tonight.
Thank you all for taking the time to attend today's bidding banquet. The bidding will begin in 2 hours. Before that, the dance floor is ready. Please feel free to enjoy the beauty of the banquet.
I wonder if I could have this dance with you?
Sure.
Brenda, focus on dancing with me. Pay attention.
It's a waltz now. Everyone can freely switch partners on the dance floor.
Oh, my princess, I finally found a chance to ask you for a dance.
Lucas, it's been a while since we danced together.
Brenda, you can only dance with me.
You too.
Brenda, go to hell.
Brenda, watch out.
Lucas! 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 Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance quick.
It seems this bidding can't go on, but that's fine. No result, no winner. Ms. White did a really good job.
What do you mean by that? You planned all this, didn't you? You texted me on purpose to make me hurt Brenda. You knew Lucas would go save her, right? It's all you. It's you who hurt Lucas.
Betty, you better figure out your place. If you're not useful at all, crushing you is a piece of cake for me.
Doctor, how is he?
The injuries have been stitched up. It's not serious. The impact caused a mild concussion. Make sure the patient's mood doesn't fluctuate too much. He'll be fine after some rest.
Thank you, doctor.
You're welcome.
Let me walk you out.
Lucas, you have to get well soon. You're awake. Are you feeling all right? I'll get the doctor. Am I hurting you?
Just let me hold you for a while.
Lucas, don't ever do that again. You don't know how worried I was. Are you doing this on purpose so I'll owe you one? This drama's gotta have its cliche moments. The hero saving the damsel, right?
Yeah. I want you to owe me one. So, pay me back now.
How?
I just bought some burgers. Sorry to interrupt. Carry on.
Are you feeling unwell anywhere? I'll call the doctor to take a look at you.
Kiss me, and it won't hurt anymore.
Okay, Lucas, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you? I'm not talking to you anymore.
My head hurts again. It really hurts. It really hurts. Chuck, don't want your job?
I'm sorry, Mr. Smith. I tried to stop her, but I couldn't.
That bitch Brenda dares to flirt with Lucas right in the ward. You're so shameless.
Why are you here?
Lucas, you're so badly hurt. I'm really worried about you, and I want to take care of you.
Having Brenda to take care of me is enough. You can go back.
Lucas, when you were taken away and hospitalized with injuries, it was me who kept staying and taking care of you. In this regard, I'm more experienced than Brenda. Just let me stay.
Betty deliberately orchestrated that incident just to make Lucas continue to resent me. What happened back then, it seems I need to investigate this thoroughly. James is calling. I'll go take it. Hey, James.
Brenda, have you missed me while I've been away? Has that brat been giving you a hard time?
James, you finally remembered me. Of course I've missed you.
Good girl. This time I went abroad. Besides handling business, I was actually looking into something.
What is it?
That incident years ago, when you and Lucas were taken, I have uncovered some clues.
So, you went abroad to investigate what happened back then? It's all our fault. We've caused you so much trouble.
We're family, I know. This incident has always been a source of pain for you two. It's caused a huge misunderstanding between you. The housekeeper booked a flight 3 days after. We'll discuss the details when we meet.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
What did Sir Smith find out? No way. If Lucas finds out the truth about that incident, my mom and I are done for.
Mrs. Smith, wait. I need to talk to you.
What is it? Go ahead.
The chandelier falling wasn't an accident. Someone did it.
What did you say?
After Mr. Smith's accident, I took some people to inspect the scene. We found that the screws for load bearing had been loosened. Some nuts were missing. This proves it was a deliberate act.
Chuck, don't keep me in suspense. Lucas always said, your abilities are undeniable. Since you're telling me about this, it means you've already found the culprit, right?
You overestimate me, ma'am. I did find out that Betty White contacted the events engineering team a few days ago, but that's not enough to be conclusive evidence. Besides, I don't think Betty is capable of planning something this big on her own. Judging by the outcome, the biggest beneficiary of the bidding being stopped.
Is Charles Lake?
You're smart, ma'am. The Smith Group was sure to win this bid. Now it's undoubtedly given the Lake Group more time. If I'm not mistaken, the White and Lake Group have probably already joined forces behind the scenes.
I see. That Betty White, not only is she foolish herself, but she also got Lucas hurt. It seems we must uncover the true face behind her innocent act. Revenge will be had. Grudges will be settled.
I heard it with my own ears. How could it be fake? Sir Smith must have found something out. What if Lucas finds out too? Then we'll have no chance at all.
I wanted to hire someone to get rid of Brenda White, once and for all, so that everything the Whites owned would be yours. But I didn't expect that Lucas would be taken by mistake. That's what led to everything that followed. Once the truth is revealed, not only will Lucas not tolerate you, but even the Whites won't tolerate either of us.
Mom, what are we going to do now?
Don't panic. Sir Smith is getting up there in age. Even if something unexpected happens to him, it would be understandable. What's more, maybe we can even use it to our advantage.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just wanted to lean on you.
Trying to take advantage of me while I'm sick, huh? Your little scheme is pretty obvious.
You're my husband. I'm not taking advantage. Stingy.
Brenda, I've noticed you've changed.
How have I changed?
Before you were spoiled and entitled, selfish, and always causing trouble, making a mess.
And now?
Now you're smart, brave, kind, and optimistic. Being with you, I'm also affected by your emotions. Brenda, you married me, so it's my duty to protect you. Don't blame yourself too much.
I'm just a little scared, afraid you'll leave me.
Silly.
Lucas, I know, I wasn't very likable before, and I've thought many times about leaving you. But after everything that's happened, I have to admit, Lucas, I like you. I'm never letting you go. Lucas, what are you doing? We're in the hospital.
Before Grandpa left, he gave me an order.
What?
Grandpa said he wants to hold his real great-grandson.
Oh.
James Smith is back. It's absolutely true.
I heard it with my own ears. It can't be false. Charles, about the last bidding banquet, you used me. It's also considered as buying lakes sometime. But now, James Smith is back. With the Smith Group shares in his and Lucas's hands, your Lake Group won't stand a chance.
What do you want to say, Kanamai?
It just so happens I also don't want Mr. Smith to come back. I found out he and Brenda have an appointment at a private tea house the day after tomorrow. Might as well go all the way. Let's finish this once and for all. What do you think?
Then I wish us a happy cooperation, Yon.
Why is the elevator still broken?
Sir Smith? It's me.
Sir Smith, long time no see.
Why are you guys here?
Hey, Sir Smith, don't go yet.
What? What do you want?
Sir Smith, it's Brenda. She asked me to pick you up.
Pick me up? There's no need for that. This old man can still find his way.
Sir Smith, Lucas doesn't care about what happened back then anymore. Why bring it up again?
I knew it. You're up to no good. Although I don't know how you traced me. Betty, back then, you set my grandson up. Now, you want to harm Brenda? As long as I am still breathing, you won't get away with all the evil things you've done.
Sir Smith, don't you have any feelings left? Do you have to be so ruthless? Is that so?
Instead of begging me here, why don't you turn yourself in now? Then I can save myself some trouble.
Sir Smith, I didn't want to interfere with your family matters, but your return has had a huge impact on the Lake Group. My father gets upset, and then he dumps everything on me. So, I have no choice but to do this.
Oh, really?
Then go to hell. Someone's coming. Run!
I wonder if James has arrived. The ringtone's coming from inside. James? 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 James?
Grandpa, what happened to my grandpa?
James, he fell down the stairs. They're trying to save him now. It's all my fault. I should have gone to see him sooner.
Doctor, how is he? How's my grandpa?
He's out of danger, but because of his age, there's still some blood clots in his head. Will he wake up? It depends on his luck.
Okay, thank you, doctor.
How could this happen? Lucas, don't worry. James will definitely wake up. Lucas, you've just recovered. You shouldn't overwork yourself. I'll take care of things here.
Before Grandpa's accident, was there anything suspicious? I don't believe. He fell down the stairs by accident.
James. Lucas.
Brenda, I can't believe you even did something like this. You didn't even spare Sir Smith.
What are you talking about?
I'm so ashamed to face your father for raising you like this. Oh, Lucas, our white family owe you on this matter. How do you want to deal with Brenda? Our white family will accept any consequences.
Jane, what do you mean by what you and Betty said?
Lucas, I didn't want to expose him at this time, but I really can't stand by and watch. I'm worried about you. Brenda didn't even spare Sir Smith. I'm really scared that she'll hurt you.
Betty, you should at least make your lies believable. Are you saying that? I caused James's accident?
Lucas, at this point, I have no choice but to tell you. 2 days ago, Sir Smith called me. He told me on the phone that he'd found out the truth about the incident years ago. It turns out Brenda was the mastermind behind it all.
Lucas, don't believe them. This is nonsense. Are you saying I hired someone to do something to myself?
So that's what makes you so clever. This way, no one would suspect you. No wonder you escaped unharmed back then. If I hadn't arrived in time, things could have been much worse on Lucas. Brenda, you really would do anything to be with Lucas, wouldn't you?
Poor Sir Smith. He had arranged to meet me. He wanted to settle what happened back then. But who knew this would happen? Brenda. Sir Smith treated you like his own granddaughter. How could you do this to him?
Enough!
Lucas, after all this time, you should know me best. I would never hurt Sir Smith. Besides, where's the proof? They're accusing me of hurting Grandpa, but where's the evidence?
I am the evidence. I'm the evidence. Brenda, don't be scared. You did all this to help me, to help Lakes win the bid. You did so much. I won't leave you alone. Now, you don't have to keep staying by Lucas's side and keeping up the act.
They've been plotting together all along. No matter what I do, I can't explain myself. As long as Lucas believes me, Lucas.
Brenda, you've disappointed me so much.
Lucas, was all the time we spent together in your eyes just all fake? So easily erased by a few accusations? You didn't even give me a chance to explain.
What's there to explain? All these years, all the things you've done? Do you want me to list them all for you? I thought you had really changed, but now it seems, if anything happens to my grandpa, I'll make you pay.
Is this an ending? That can't be changed. No matter how the story goes, in the end, Lucas will still hate me to the core until he ends me. So it was him.
I don't want to see you again. Get out.
Fine. Don't you regret this?
Brenda, wait for me.
Lucas, no matter what happens, I will always be by your side. I believe Sir Smith will wake up soon, too.
Do you also hope that my grandpa wakes up soon?
Of course I do. The chances of someone in a coma waking up are still pretty high.
Betty, stay here with Lucas. I'll leave first.
I want to be alone. Just leave, all of you.
All right, Lucas. I'll come back to see you later.
Don't worry, Grandpa. Brenda and I will definitely find the culprit.
Lucas, what happened to James wasn't an accident. I found this. This was found in his hand. Luckily, James's injuries aren't serious. The doctor said he'll wake up soon, but before that, we won't let the wrongdoer get away with this.
It seems someone's getting anxious. Because of the incident years ago, they did this to Grandpa. In that case, let's beat them at their own game.
How?
Spread the word that Grandpa is seriously injured and might not wake up. Once they let their guard down, their true colors will naturally show.
Brenda, don't blame me. The reason why I said that just now was because that I really feel sorry for you. Lucas has been wavering. Since that's the case, why not just break up with him? As long as the Lake Group wins the bid, I'll be the heir. Then, I'll marry you and you'll be Mrs. Lake.
Charles, do you really like me? Or are you using me to achieve your goal of suppressing Lucas? I'm really tired.
Brenda, trust me. Everything I do, all my goals, ultimately are for being with you.
Okay, I trust you. I'm a little sleepy. I want to get some sleep.
Okay.
Charles, I want to be alone for a while.
Brenda, I'm sorry. I was too hasty. Go to sleep. I'll be right outside. If you need anything, just call me.
Hello? Lucas?
Who are you calling?
Brenda.
Lucas, it's me.
You two getting together so quickly?
Don't think I don't know what you're up to. Trying to get Brenda to find evidence against me. Too bad. Easy to lose on both ends. Huh?
Where's Brenda?
She is. Fine now, but whether she stays that way depends on Mr. Smith's choice.
What do you want?
Want Brenda to be safe, then issue a statement that Smith Group will withdraw from the bidding. Otherwise, you can make a try. Brenda, haven't you always wanted to know if Lucas Smith really cares about you? I've done you a big favor. You're welcome.
Mr. Smith, 2 days later is the bidding meeting rescheduled date.
Draft a statement for me, in the name of our company, Mark Smith, announcing to all media that we are withdrawing from this bidding.
Mr. Smith, you've always attached great importance to this bidding. Why?
Just do it.
Yes. Mr. Lake, Lucas Smith has issued a statement giving up the bidding.
Lucas really gave up the bidding for me.
Mr. Smith is really devoted, huh? Don't worry. My goal has always been the bidding, just to clear my name in the Lake Group. I would never hurt a woman.
Charles, aren't you afraid that others will find out about this?
Brenda, you've been the White family's eldest daughter since you were born. You have everything. You wouldn't understand what it's like for an illegitimate child like me, who has to struggle and rely on others to survive. I've worked hard to get where I am today. No one can stop me. Oh, right. Even if you find my cufflink, it only proves that I was there. Let me be a nice guy. Sir Smith fell down the stairs because of Betty White.
Brenda. Do you know how worried I was about you?
I'm fine. Don't worry. See, I'm perfectly all right.
I shouldn't have agreed to let you take the risk.
I'm sorry, Lucas. I made you worry, and I messed things up. I know this bidding conference was very important to you, but still,
Nothing's more important than you. Besides, I withdrew in my own name. There are others who can represent the Smith Group.
Has James woken up?
He woke up at noon. The housekeeper is there. He's recovering well.
Oh, right. Charles told me it was Betty White who pushed James down the stairs, now that he's awake.
It's time to close the net.
What? Did the doctor really say that? Okay, I got it.
What's wrong?
The doctor said Sir Smith is recovering well, and he might wake up in the next 2 days. If he really wakes up and identifies me, I'm finished.
In that case, we have to go all the way.
You're right. Make sure he never wakes up again. That's it. Sir Smith, don't blame me. Blame yourself. You just had to dig up the truth back then, rather than living like this. It's better to just put you out of your misery.
Put me out of my misery? Or should I put you out of yours?
You did this on purpose.
Betty White, you intentionally hurt someone. The evidence is conclusive. Just wait for the judgment of the law.
How could this happen? How could this happen?
Betty White, when you tampered with the light fixture and hurt Lucas Smith, you didn't see that coming. It's time for a reckoning.
Brenda, just blame yourself for not knowing your place. If you had divorced Lucas earlier, I wouldn't have had to go through so much trouble to get rid of you.
You staged your own capturing and framed me, trying to make Lucas hate me. You set me up at that Nightfall pub and brought Lucas there to catch us. Then you tampered with the lights, trying to destroy me, never expecting to hurt Lucas instead. And now you're hurting Grandpa. Betty, you've done so many bad things. Aren't you afraid of karma?
Brenda, do you know what I regret the most? My biggest regret is that I didn't finish the job when I sent you to Nightfall. I should just give you something to ruin you. Made you someone's plaything. Then I'd see how you'd seduce Lucas. Lucas, you hit me? Have you forgotten who saved you?
How dare you bring up the incident? Back then, it was Brenda who, to save Lucas, hid from them and almost got hurt. Otherwise, how would you have gotten the credit?
Wow, what a story. So, in that case, Brenda's been through a lot these years, huh?
Grandpa, what do you mean? Brenda almost got hurt, saving me back then.
Don't look at me. I really don't remember.
At that time, Brenda, to stall them, suffered a head injury and was unconscious for a week. When she woke up, she'd forgotten everything about the incident. My poor Brenda.
No, that's not how it happened. Lucas, I saved you. I saved you.
My head hurts.
Brenda, what's wrong?
Lucas, I think I remember it now.
You jerk. You dare run?
I've already called the cops. None of you are getting away.
Damn it, I fell for your trick.
Things are bad, gotta run.
Betty?
Brenda, what are you doing here?
Lucas, go save Lucas.
As long as I save Lucas, he'll never be able to leave me, right?
Betty, I was badly hurt then and asked you to save Lucas. What did you do?
You remember it now? How could you remember?
Betty, so you've been lying to me all these years and made me think. Brenda abandoned me. Betty, how do you want to end?
When I was abroad, I found the person who hurt you before. They have been handed over to the police. They confessed everything. It turns out it was your mom, Jane, who deliberately hired someone to hurt. Jane should have been taken away by the police by now, right?
Impossible. No way. My mom is so powerful. She won't be caught.
Back then, you took advantage of Brenda's unconscious state and deliberately used certain medications. That made her forget everything about the incident. To preserve the evidence, I handed over all the medications your mom bought abroad to the police. And you deliberately pushed me down the stairs. That's attempted murder. With all these charges, you and your mom will be spending the rest of your lives in jail.
Lucas, you wouldn't be so heartless, would you? Lucas, you'll save me, right? Lucas.
What goes around comes around. Chuck, take her away.
Lucas, you'll save me, right? Lucas, you're so cruel.
I'm sorry, Brenda. You've suffered so much all these years. You can punish me.
What are you doing? If you really want to make it up to me, spend the rest of your life making it up to me.
Okay.
Hey, James here.
Brenda, don't be shy. Seeing you two together makes me happier than anything.
By the way, Grandpa, there's something I need your help with.
Based on the bidding materials from each group, I announce
Wait a minute.
Lucas, you've already issued a statement saying you won't participate in the bidding. You won't go back on your word, will you?
Mr. Lake, you're being too serious. Since I said that, I'll definitely keep to it. However, although I withdrew, it doesn't mean other members of my family aren't qualified.
Then tell me, who else is qualified?
Young man, am I, this old man, qualified enough? My Smith group will participate in the bidding Is that enough?
I announce the winning bidder is Smith Group.
Lucas, you cheated.
Charles, all these years, you've been involved in several acts of corporate espionage overseas. Don't worry about whether you win the bid or not. Worry about the rest of your life.
Lucas, this isn't over between us.
Our Smith Group is honored to have won this project, and we will spare no effort to take New City's business landscape to the next level, going global and reaching the world. Cheers, everyone. Brenda, I'm here. Don't be afraid. Don't worry.
Lucas, am I dying?
Don't talk nonsense. We'll be all right. We'll welcome our new baby together. Wait, nurse. Nurse.
It's a girl.
Good. Where's Brenda?
I'm sorry. We did our best. There's still some time. Go be with her.
It's a daughter. She looks just like you. So cute.
Lucas, from now on, let her keep you company, okay?
Brenda, please. Don't leave me.
Actually, I have a secret. I've never told you. I don't really belong here. I might have to go. Next time, you come find me, okay?
Okay.
I'm back. Though I am back, why am I not happy at all? Lucas, are you doing okay in that world? Hello? Hello?
Hello, is this Ms. White? We've received your resume, and it's a good fit for the CEO's secretary position. Would tomorrow morning work for an interview?
Sure. I'll be there on time. Brenda, you're not the CEO's wife anymore. You still have to live your own life. Come on. Chuck?
Do you know me?
Oh, sorry. I mistook you for someone else. My name is Brenda White. Here's my resume.
One moment. For this position, the CEO will interview you personally. Have a seat.
Hello.
Lucas. Is that you?